Okay, so do you have the like one Peulah that like the like one workshop Peulah that like was like whoa, that stood out for you for whatever reason?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it was Poland. There was one Pula in Poland that it was like in our hotel, and I don't remember what we had done that day, but we'd like just sort of ended the stream of visiting concentration camps and uh, this sort of yeah, like witnessing the horror without a lot of like we had context, but there wasn't a lot of. It was just like here's a lot of things to be sad about for a week, and then or not. I guess it wasn't a whole week, but a few days, and then we had this pula that sort of connected it back to the movement and talked about sort of like where do we go from here, and sort of does it end at never again. And if it does, what does that mean? And like, what's our responsibility in the context of these atrocities? Given that we are like dreamers and builders and people who believe in justice and like with a vision attached to it. And yeah, it was sort of like incredibly like it inspired this very large degree of conviction that I want to work on things that push the world in a direction away from, yeah, you know what the Pula what is the opposite of the Holocaust, or what is the opposite of like a concentration camp, and like first of all, that's a super interesting question that I think the
Yeah.
movement tries to like answer in everything it does, and I've sort of seen the world through that spectrum ever since that Pula of like, is the thing that I'm working on right now or that I'm like engaging with, or even the like whatever smaller interaction that I'm like talking to, is it more towards the side of like, horribleness or like utopia, like the sort of insane extremes of the two. Um, and yeah, inspires. It also just starts to started to make me realize how much harder it is to picture the good, and how much more important it is to spend time ruminating on that rather than just like doom and gloom all the time. I mean, these days too, it's like hard to imagine like what's the opposite of COVID or what's the opposite of like
Yeah.
climate change. These sorts of questions are like critical, and I think yeah, that Pula really hit me hard.